Hello everybody. So this video is going to be just a quick break from Sekiro, but it's about a game I genuinely enjoyed a good bit after trying. The gameplay footage from the demo, but I did end up buying it and I may make some more videos on it in the future, but no guarantees on that yet. The game I'm talking about is called Sker. It's basically like old school zombies, but with some of the newer mechanics from more recent CODs. And it even has some roguelike features and difficulty options, so if you want an easy laid back experience, you can have that. It is up to 4-player co-op, has online matchmaking and private matches. The sensitivity of the game does feel kind of off, but after turning up the sensitivity a little bit, it got rid of that kind of muddy feeling it had, if that makes any sense to you. It also does have PC and Xbox crossplay, but that seems to be a bit buggy right now with not letting you party up, but you can still matchmake with each other if you both queue up at the same time. It is being worked on though. Unfortunately, PlayStation isn't included in that. I assume it has some issues on their end, and I don't think the game is partnered with Xbox at all, so I just think it's easier to make the game crossplay on Xbox from the start. I've also only played the first map since I was on the demo, but it has a main story and markers that lead you to objectives. However, these can be completely disabled in the settings if you just want to simply play the game for high rounds and you don't want an invasive UI and like different pings all over the map and all that. There are also little Easter eggs on the map, which is a neat little feature. There's many different enemy types too, like the fat flame guy, the diver head guy, and a few others, and along with a boss enemy that spawns every 5 rounds. It feels pretty reminiscent of the George Romero boss from Black Ops 1, just much less threatening because this boss is very slow and easy to avoid. There is a roguelike miracle system too, which will kind of change the buffs that certain abilities like your melee will burn enemies, or your Molotov will do explosion damage, or different things like that. There are also perks, and there's no cap on how many perks you can buy. Alongside that, after the matches, you get these kind of points that are similar to the raw Ethereum from Cold War, and they can be used to increase the buffs that the perks will give you. One thing that I found to be really cool was the passes. There are 4 passes, and you can activate a pass and kind of level it up and get different cosmetics from it, which is a nice way to add a small sort of progression alongside the perk upgrades. There are also some cosmetic packs you can buy, each is roughly $4, and they're purely cosmetic and none of the maps are locked behind paywalls, which is really nice. One thing I want to mention is that I actually expected the maps to be, you have to buy them and all that, but for the passes to still cost money, even though the game itself is already a paid game. It's about $25. It's kind of fucked how that became the kind of thing I began to expect from games. But it's really nice to buy a game and have all the content already there, and not behind more and more paywalls. Now, one thing I do have to say is that I looked at the game online and saw that some people were saying the game was really buggy, had poor performance, or crashed a lot. And personally, I haven't had many issues with it, but the only issue I really have had is in 4-player when there's a lot of enemies and a bunch of stuff happening close to each other. The game has some very minor frame drops, but even that didn't last very long, so take this review with a grain of salt. Overall, just off my first few impressions, I enjoy the game. It satisfied the niche for me that zombies used to, not entirely, but I still had a lot of fun, and if you're looking for a game to fill that niche, or for a game for you and your friends to play casually every now and then I definitely think this game works well for that. If you're hesitant, the demo is still free and allows you to access the full first map. However, it doesn't seem like any progress carries over from the demo to the full game, so keep that in mind. With all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a great rest of your day. Adios.